Hi, this is Ariel Arbel. Recently, I have been threatened with multiple death threats. All right, uh, and they're through electronic devices. At Penmar, I heard a voice from my mattress from like some sort of a speaker, and it used an electronic device that doesn't sound through your ears exactly, so that surveillance equipment can't hear it. But I heard the words say severe torture and lobotomy. At Percy Village, I heard a death threat say, "Now, Ariel, don't cry, you got the gum," referring to neurotoxic retardation execution bubble gum that they're trying to force me to chew on, and that I refuse. So I refuse lobotomy, and I refuse to be poisoned. All right. I'm just an insane person. I don't even have schizophrenia, and I've been wrongfully imprisoned by my parents in mental hospitals for 12 years without displaying the slightest symptoms of any mental disorder whatsoever, and without ever being hostile or acting out or doing anything bad. Just an insane person being threatened with lobotomy. All right, so the initial spiral cone paradox was totally resolved, but this is the paper thing for the first page of it. This the two spirals are different, so it's just totally resolved, right? Let's suppose that the two cones are pointing in opposite directions, bringing us to this bow tie spiral cone, sort of like this, right? And this is just some of the more secret text that's on the page right here in red. All right, possibly the information is that the spiral cone might be some sort of like a sensitive time machine that in principle could be destroyed if done incorrectly or something, kind of, and could lead to a drawing time machine that really works, just like any other type of time machine in principle, maybe, or something kind of, or something weird. But so these are in the opposite directions. You can see that by screwing them on. The two spirals would on the corkscrew exoskeleton. This is still basic spiral cone. It's on corkscrew exoskeleton. The screwing them on, the two spirals would be in different directions. So let's suppose that the intersection from the starting point right here. By screwing the two spirals, let's just suppose that the intersection follows this loop path thing around there and can go in either direction, but just makes a complete revolution, rotation around this midpoint. This is something kind of interesting. All right, let's just think about this for a second, right? If you picture it being on the corkscrew exoskeleton, that intersection path, if it were to go further into it or something, not just back to the initial position, then both those would have to align at the tip of both of those, which means that they basically both spirals cannot rotate in a net opposite direction, which would be because it ends right here, right there, and right there would be at different spaces towards you, like that, kind of like that, right? And the net spin must actually be the same number, which brings us to for the intersection to follow a path, like that, right? See that, like that. But hold on a second. Okay, now we're gonna let's like think about that. All right, so that's like a theorem, right? Here we have empirical analysis of the thing. These are two cups with spirals drawn on them, all right? Like that and like that, right? Two different spirals. All right. So, let's attempt to do one of these rotations with it. I'm going to do several of them and determine if it seems to match with that theorem, all right? Following the intersection, right? Following the intersection. Let's see if we can do this. Did you follow the intersection? Did you do that? Did you do a proper maneuver all the way around? Let's try that again. That one is moving all the way around. See, it's right here, right there. All right. All right. Then we're going to attempt to hold that one, allow us to spin around like that. Then we're going to rotate it like that, and like that. Did that follow a proper one? Let's try that again. All right. This time we're going to move in this direction like that. Oh, I think I might have done that slightly incorrectly. So it's kind of like a thing with like place your bets if that theorem's actually correct 100% and do the maneuvers and analyze the video. And that's what I have. That's like the most. The other stuff with spiral cone's more interesting, but this is okay. It's kind of interesting right here because I'm doing these empirical tests for it. So anyways, that's where it stands. And this is an interesting experiment to conduct to determine if the actual theorem right here is correct. The right there for the intersection to follow a path from the rim and a spiral pair in opposite directions. such that it starts with both rim ends contacting. It then loops around center spiral back to starting point, such as in diagram. The net spin of both spirals must be in the same direction. It must be a whole number. All right, that's the thing, and we're testing that with this. And I'll report, but it seemed like I got something right there that did not match actually.